continuing using trig functions, now we're going to be using them to find angles. So these are going to be the important functions right here that we're going to be using. It's the inverses of the ones you already know. So again, I'm going to write SOHCAHTOA because it helps me remember which one I'm using. And it's always based on the labeled angle. So in number 1, we see the angle X, and we're looking at the two labeled sides in comparison to that angle. I know I have the hypotenuse and I have the side opposite or across from the whole triangle. So I know this is going to be sine X. And then again, practicing my fractions, opposite over hypotenuse. I can't type sine X into a calculator. It has to be sine of a number. So when that happens, I have to do the sine inverse and then type that fraction in. So the way this will look on the calculator for you guys is you're going to have that blue second button. Then you are going to hit, in this case, you're still going to hit the sine button, but now it should pop up the sine inverse. And then for this question, you're going to type the number 15, the division symbol, because that's what fractions mean, the number 24, and close the parenthesis. Okay? So again, second. What is that? 15 divided by 24, I said? Close my parenthesis. And you're going to get a decimal. Get used to that one. Let's see here. And this should come out to be 38.7 when I round. Okay, let's try this again. Based on what I have in number 3, I don't have the hypotenuse labeled, which means this is going to be a tangent of the angle, which I don't know, is the fraction opposite over adjacent, 20 over 37. So again, that means I'm hitting the tangent inverse, 20 over 37, which again means second, in this case, the tangent button. Then I will type in 20 divided by 37 and close the parentheses. And again, we're going to round, and this looks like it's going to be about 28.4. Let's look at one more example based on what I've got off the angle. To me, it looks like sine because I have the opposite and the hypotenuse. So sine X is equal to 40 over 41, which means sine inverse 40 over 41, which again, in the calculator would look like the second button, and in this case, the sine, 40 divided by 41, close parentheses. And when I round, it should be 77.3. Okay. Go ahead and try 2, 4, and 6. Again, you really just have to establish, is it sine, cosine, or tangent, based on if you have the opposite, the hypotenuse, the adjacent, things like that. And then I wrote out that process of how you type it into the calculator. You also have some review down here for finding sides with a given angle. So remember, in this case now, still based on what you've got, I have no hypotenuse, so this one is tangent 39 is equal to, what is that, 11 over x. One x is on bottom. Remember, we switch the x and the trig function. and you type that straight into the calculator, right? You'll get a number. Same with this next one. Boom and boom. Again, no hypotenuse, so this one again is a tangent. 51 is equal to 8 over x. X is on the bottom of the fraction, which means the two things switch side. And then you type that straight into the calculator to get a number. So go ahead and give all these evens a try, and then make sure this makes it into your notebook.